Next up is Jesse with Margination.
Hi. So Margination had the distinction about a year ago of being the first nonprofit to ever present at this event. And we're grateful to be back. There's a little cluster of us in that back corner there. Where's my clicker? Here it is. So Margination is a nonprofit based about 1.5 miles in here in North Troy, where 73% of families are low income and about 1 in 7 properties is either vacant or abandoned. And we have a 3-part mission, our approach. So first, we're creating employment opportunities by developing and supporting worker-owned businesses in this neighborhood. So what that means is that when an employee comes into the business, they have a defined path for how they can become a co-owner of that business. And this is a structure that's proven to increase productivity and build wealth in communities like North Troy, particularly in labor-intensive sectors like cleaning and home health care. Second, we build supportive community for the families involved. So there are a lot of folks out there who would be real assets to a company, but when you're in poverty, something like a dead car battery or a sick kid can be catastrophic. So at the heart of our approach is the belief that a lot of what people need, they can do for each other and do every day. So it's really a question of coordination and of trust, and it's a lot cheaper than professional social services. So finally, we renovate distressed properties in the neighborhood to rent and sell to successful families. And so for us, this is really about reestablishing ownership for folks who live in the neighborhood of their community. So there are a lot of programs out there that do one of these 3 things. What really sets us apart is our ability and our conviction to do all 3 of them in a coordinated way in a single neighborhood. So it's a systems approach to what is a systemic problem, and we think it could be a very valuable solution in communities around the country. So since I was last up here, we launched our first pilot of the 3 components of the model. So Catherine Ricker is the owner of Aunt Margie's. She's right back there. She's a single mother, resident of North Troy, and she's about to hire her first employee, another single mom who lives right down the street. Catherine does both residential and commercial cleaning. Sarah Badney is also in the room tonight. Give a wave, Sarah. So Sarah does architectural and antique furniture restoration. She just broke into the Saratoga market, and she'll be bringing that money back to our neighborhood. On the support side, this is really kind of developed organically as we hoped it would. So everything from after-school care to laundry to literally car batteries getting jumped in crucial moments. These are the kind of things that folks do for one another, and it's having a real impact. And so what this is really about for us is a culture of peer-to-peer support that's based on mutual self-interest and a shared vision of what the economy should look like, what this neighborhood could look like. On the renovation front, this is a 3-family building that we bought from the city of Troy for $1,000, right just about 1 mile from here. And we're in the process of rehabbing it. It'll be 2 units of affordable housing for folks in our programs, and we'll be incubating a daycare in the ground floor. And I was just informed about half an hour ago that we have a name for the daycare. So I'm officially announcing that our daycare will be called Little Margie's Daycare. So stay tuned for more on that. It's pretty exciting. And so Youth Build is a program that the Commission on Economic Opportunity runs. They've been integral in that rehab project. These are folks, a lot of them from the neighborhood, who are getting their high school degrees while they learn skills in the construction industry. So one example of the kind of partnerships we're leveraging. So as we're doing these kind of trial components, we're building infrastructure to go to scale. A lot of the work that we do is through partnership. We're not trying to reinvent any wheels. Really, the nonprofit serves as a clearinghouse for services and kind of volunteer givebacks, things like bookkeeping, accounting, marketing, etc. So those are some of the folks that have helped us along the way in the last year. What's next? So what we need, first and foremost, do business with our entrepreneurs. great people. When you support these businesses, you're supporting training opportunities, jobs, and ownership opportunities for disadvantaged folks in this neighborhood. Margination is just finishing up for the first time, really based on our experience in the last year, our full business plan that's going to allow us to get the kind of funding that we need to bring this project to scale. So if you're interested in making a significant contribution to what is a truly unique nonprofit, get in touch with us, info@margination.org. And finally, as we get this construction project really up and running, anyone who has skills in that area, interest in that area, reach out to us as well, and we'll get that building rehabbed and get some folks in it. So thanks for having me, and if you have any questions, I'll be at the bar.